maybe 6 cases a year globally. So I could have made a solid case and I would have had as good a chance as like a lot of other people to get in there and be heard, but it was not worth my resources to do that. So I just let that one go and had to accept the fact that I was canceled. And then came back with like way harder than before.
What that is, it's not canceled. What that is you got the fucking Facebook death penalty.
Yeah.
You were killed by Facebook. Image of Cookie Bailey no longer exists.
No, I had to go by the abbreviated version of my name. So my name on there is just like my legal name is Cookie Bailey. That's my last name. So the current one, I can't use that name because that name is in Facebook purgatory. It's a red flag that will get this one deleted.
Yeah. Oh, we just got a comment on the 365 Pro Wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Santa unleashed the polar vortex on those bronies.
Oh, was that Rob? Did Rob comment that? I gotta go see where that is.
That's yeah, I'm gonna put it into the group chat right now. It's no, not that one, but that's on your new video there.
Awesome.
That I uploaded last night, which hardly anyone's watched, but it's pretty funny.
That's yeah, I like the edit that you did on it. Like I gave you a lot of material to work with there.
Yeah, and what I did was well, the first minute 40 is what we put in the show, and then I just cut that.
Yep.
So, but then at least we have all that extra footage at the end, so people want to like see the full footage that you had, right?
Bonus footage for web-only content. There's your buzzwords for it.
I just threw it to the group there. Here's the link for this week's show. Please share it because I am in Facebook jail and I can't speak to the world.
Okay, let me see if I can copy this damn link and post this somewhere and do a thing.
Tag me. Tell the world. Release Joey only. Facebook jail. It's the world's controlled by technocrat yuppie rich geeks that turn my all I said was
what are you on about?
Oh, I'm mad at Facebook nerds that shut me off.
Oh, you got sucker fucked.
Well, they just made $1 million. I bet you in the last 5 minutes. Hey, Susan Payne. They just made $1 million the last 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, however long it takes Facebook to make $1 million. How long does that take? Not very long. What's their overhead? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like
well, their overhead would just be the cost of foreskin because Facebook sucks a lot of dick. So,
it's not like it's not like they have to pay for a face or a book. It's all on the internet, right? So, Christmas in Facebook jail. I meant to I should lengthen the title. Christmas in Facebook jail.
Not as cool as Christmas in Hollis, man.
Oh, I can't actually change it until we're all done.
Can't change
all
what?
Right. You can't change anything. There's all kinds of thumbs ups going on right on. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Joey, and I'm here from Facebook jail. Nobody knows.
Oh, dear Lord.
Trouble I've seen.
Oh, my
God.
God.
Nobody knows my sorrow.
Oh, why?
That's what you sing when you're in jail in the movies.
Oh. What the hell movies have you been watching, man? Those are bad movies. You're watching the wrong ones.
No, I was in Spaceballs.
What?
They did that in Spaceballs too. Yeah, absolutely.
You're a damn spaceball.
Yes. Check it out. Everyone on the north side of that jet stream. Lovely. Real lovely. How's Victoria been, by the way? Miserable weather?
Well, pretty much, yeah. Pardon?
This article here says that the Vancouver coast is experiencing a drought.
Okay. I mean, this is a wet area. It's damp, it's wet, it's cruddy. It's like living in a sponge, man. It's not ideal. But yeah, it's just been kind of wet the last week. Wet and soggy and gushy and soggy, gushy. It's nice here.
been 6 long months since Vancouver has recorded a month with above average precipitation. The atmospheric tap seemingly turned off after an unusually wet June, and we've faced a persistent drought across southern BC since the heart of summer. Yearly annual normal precipitation by now, 1,171 millimeters. So far this year, 851. So that'd still be a lot of rain compared to a lot of other places. But I mean, a rainforest requires rain.
Well,
The pattern briefly broke to give us a stretch of unsettled weather. Why has it been so dry for so long? The polar jet stream is responsible for bringing stormy conditions to the south coast. The track of the jets usually drives across the south coast towards the west United States. This hasn't happened all year. What kind of outfit have you put on?
I just finished right before coming on here, like literally seconds before firing up the Zoom machine. I just finished filming a segment for a treadmill video. I did Jessica Rabbit earlier, and this is evil Jessica Rabbit. Not that it has any bearing on anything. It's just a stupid treadmill and weed video. But there's costume changes because why the hell not? It was fun.
Okay.
So I just finished filming evil Jessica Rabbit.
Well,
It's not
goddamn.
comfortable. Yeah, it was
I
fun.
definitely. That's why people don't watch my videos, I guess, because I can't be evil Roger Rabbit. No one cares
Why
about that.
You can be evil anything you want, Joey. Put your back into it. Bring
Well,
out, bring out your evil.
I know I'm capable of mischievous, but I don't know if I'm exactly capable of evil. It's never really been my thing. Like I don't sit around scheming like, what kind of evil fucking thing could I do today?
Okay, no, that's fair. See, this is where gender privilege comes in because I have an advantage because women are inherently evil. So since women are evil, I don't really need to make much effort. It's just comes naturally. So,
Well,
you can aspire to mischief. I'll aspire to evil. I'll aspire to unleashing all hell every now and then, just for the fun of it. It's a goal.
well, it's good that you at least are honest about it.
Yeah. Anyone who says women aren't evil really hasn't gotten to know a woman all that well. Just saying. We're evil.
Yeah, couple are somewhere, I bet. A Pacific front continues its journey as it slides down the BC south coast with moderate to heavy snow for Vancouver Island and South Coast Mountains, Imogen. The front exits quickly this morning, which is gone, and it's starting to snow here finally in Wells. Thank goodness, because it's so boring when it's not snowing, and it was so cold this week, it sucked. And Brandon Hauk had a big earthquake in Alberta,
Oh, that lucky
and I think he's at
bastard.
some fucking yeah, and he's at some staff party, so he's going to be late, he says. Gabriel's going to be late because he's just freaking out about the Maple Leafs game because it's 2 shutouts in a row, and the Maple Leafs are just fucking rolling.
Yawn.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, Gabriel saying he's going to be late doesn't even mean he's going to show up. Let's face it, we missed the kid for like 2 months. And every time he's like, sorry guys, I forgot. I mean, we are boring. This is not an exciting show. It's weather primarily. This is not rowdy material. So,
Well, he likes weather a lot, but he's also like 19, so
I was going to say, how many
fuck, we must be
19-year-olds
really boring. Like,
Right.
poor university students who listen to the actual show, they're like, fuck, those old fucks are on.
Yeah, they're only listening because the radio's broken.
No, they work somewhere where they don't
or they can't even change the station.
Yeah, it's
That
it's
is
probably
tragic.
where a great deal of our listeners come from on the radio world. But I know I hear from people sometimes like, "Hey, I was driving around Prince George this morning, heard your show. Awesome, man."
That's cool. I
Yeah.
assume it's mostly seniors and inmates. The ones who can't move. They're not allowed to change the station. And it's some
I don't think they play university radio in prison. I think they mostly play like I don't know.
top 40.
No, I doubt they play that either.
Yeah, see, I would think that college
They
radio
probably-
or Weather Channel would be the worst thing that you could do to someone. So I would assume that it would be played in prisons.
I suspect they play Patty Cake, Bakersman.
Yes.
That's what we did. Actually, you know what I played? when I was in jail the last time. It was, 2005. It was a long time ago since I've been in jail.
What
I've
are
been a
you in
very
jail
good boy for
for?
a long time.
Why are you in
Being an
jail?
activist, like an asshole, of course. So,
Oh.
and we crushed the milk containers down. They gave us those, milk for lunch. I can't even drink milk. Like, thanks, that's awesome. So we gave it to somebody else. But we crushed them down and we played kick hockey. Uh,
Nice.
yeah, in the big common court jail room. There's like 20 people in there.
Awesome.
It's like you get in there in the morning and everyone looks like kind of freaky, and then by noon you're playing kick hockey, fucking 20 of yous. Oh, I'm gonna miss you guys. This was awesome.
What a great reunion you'll have.
Well, I'm out of here. See you, real criminals, some other time.
Dear
This is kind of what happened.
Lord. Well, fun. You're a criminal mastermind there, Joey.
Obsidian Vancouver. There's a new viewer. Right on. Welcome to the Meteorological Report.
Hi,
Uh,
Jason.
you know who that is. Great. Good.
That
Long
would
as
be that would actually be your biggest fan, Joey. That's the guy who's been trying to purchase nudes of you online for the last 7 years.
7 years. I think that's
7 years, man.
possible. I've only been at it for 3, so that's not possible.
Super fan.
Right. No, I started my pornography career maybe 3 years ago, but so far there's been, well, nobody's interested in.
Well, you are a star of OnlyFans. You're the guy who
Yep.
actually makes $11 a month.
They named OnlyFans off after me, actually. A little known fact. Pretty soon we're gonna have Frankie McDonald and some of the people showing up. We can start having a
I think this is a
show.
good time. I think this is a good time to point out that OnlyFans is not exclusively porn. So you could actually set up an OnlyFans that is just another outlet of the videos that you already make. Use OnlyFans as a platform. Use it like Patreon because it's the same sort of thing. It's just it's known for porn, despite the fact that that's what built it. And once it got huge and only known for that, the
Okay.
platform decided they were no longer doing it.
So it's
Lies.
like a Patreon
Yeah.
where if so happens that one day we feel like making a porn, we could put it on there too.
Well, if you have all your content on there, then you don't need to edit out when you have those little zip slips. And, you don't need to cut those parts out. You can just leave it in as the bonus content that is platform specific.
Well, I hate that. Yeah, when I accidentally show a nipple in my videos.
No, dude.
So that would
For the boys,
people would actually be like,
for the
people would be like,
boys, it's a
20
zip.
bucks. They'd be throwing down for
Oh,
that,
Joey,
right?
for the boys, it's a zip slip.
A
It
zip
means that little
slipper.
Joey flops out. I love that you totally missed that.
Well, I didn't miss it. I
It's
just
your
didn't know that.
jammies. It's
I
early
didn't know that I had.
morning.
I didn't know that a
You see a
nipple
bear in
wasn't
your yard.
also okay. That was more of it. Didn't know that it was only zip slips that they're interested in, because I don't actually know these things, right?
Well, see, that's the content that you would not edit out. So, a video where you're going to check the mail in the morning, but you see a bear in your yard, or your jammies, instead of having that awkward little cut in there where what you took out was where little Joey flops out of those special jammies, no, you leave that in. And that's the bonus content that's exclusive to OnlyFans.
Well, no,
It's not a dirty movie.
there was a classic picture of a guy from Wells here standing in front of a grizzly bear with his coat open, and he was like barefoot, bare legged, fucking. It really looked like he probably was naked.
Wow.
And the grizzly bear's like, this great big grizzly bear was like a hilarious picture. It was a postcard for years around here.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So, ooh, look at that. Friday, 4 p.m. That's when it's moving in the next round. I was wondering about that. When's the next round? It's Friday, 4 p.m. it starts. Looks like you're gonna get a lot of precipitation down there. So much for your drought.
I know. There's, all this time we're hearing the promise of extreme weather. All this snowfall and downfall is promised. We're told prepare for blizzard-like conditions, road closures, destruction, mayhem, and then it just is warm. We have a couple of icy-ish nights, and that's it. Like a sprinkling of snow that is barely slush within minutes of hitting the ground. Now we're hearing drought, and it's been actually kind of rainy, damp. Not heavy rain. I mean, there was maybe a few minutes the other day, but it's just kind of rainy and wet. I don't know what the hell is wrong with our weather forecasters, but
Saturday.
boy, they're wrong.
Some
So
snow coming to Wells and Saturday. None of that's heavy snow really into the interior. Not too heavy.
moderate. So
It's
you're
snow
lucky.
and yeah, it's moderate and it seems to be continuing overnight. So I mean, there may be some accumulation, maybe some periods where it's where is Frankie McDonald? It's 7:01. Oh
Dear
my
Lord, he's
God.
always here. He's always
No
here right at
Frankie yet.
7.
I know. 7:02. This can't be happening. Well, maybe
Frankie
I'll
is
just
the
start
king
hitting.
of punctuality. This is
Okay,
one
well,
thing for
maybe I
all.
should be too. Maybe I should just start hitting record in a minute and know and trust that Frankie's coming. He better come.
If you build it, he will come. This is Frankie.
That's
You
true.
build a weather
That's
station.
actually my saying for a long time was actually if I build it, I will come.
That's a good saying to have. It's a good outlook.
Yeah. Nobody else will, but I'll be there.
That's what you need.
Okay, well, let's send one little. Where are you, Frankie? And
And are we going to actually see Gabriel this week?
he says so.
He says that every week. And he says, "Oh, whoopsie doodle, I forgot. I was eating soup." I don't know what that kid really has a thing about soup. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, he likes
He's
soup.
actually, yeah, I think he's actually genuinely like 90 years old, and he just tells us he's 19 and wears a weird kind of mask.
No, he's definitely not 90.
No, but he lives like he is, and he
Okay,
weighs that of a 90-year-old.
I'm gonna start recording a show. We got lots of cool clips to throw in this week too. So
Good.
I don't, like I don't know if you've caught the last couple shows, but like it seemed like we had a lot of babbling, and it's just not there in the final cut, right? So
Yeah.
okay, here I go.
Well, fine.
I'm gonna record this computer because I'm at a cloud space.
Recording in progress. Got it.
Good morning, George. Good afternoon, Winnipeg, Manitoba. This is the Cometeorological Report. Comedy plus meteorology equals cometeorology, which is a science that I, in fact, invented with the help of cometeorologists Frankie McDonald and Brandon Hauk. It's your science about how much the weather sucks in Canada. And it sucks indeed. In fact, I'm really glad, though, to have the radio stations on my side because without you, I might be quite silenced by the realm of Facebook jail. I'm in Facebook jail. It's Christmas in Facebook jail for Joey only. That's right. That's how it goes. But that's, Imogen was just talking earlier. She's here in the studio about how her last account, she superseded Facebook jail and she ended up in the Facebook electric chair. And that account is just done forever. And they decided that she doesn't get to be a human anymore. And the name Imogen Cookie Bailey. So,
Yep.
C for 88.7 FM, you're hearing us 10 a.m. Saturday morning in Prince George. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's going to snow on Saturday for you. Hooray. Bet you're going to like that. And for you, CKW 95.9 FM in Winnipeg, you're hearing us at noon on Monday. So the show is recorded on December the 8th, Thursday, December the 8th at 7 p.m. However, you're not going to hear it in Prince George till the 10th. You're not going to hear it in Winnipeg till the 12th. So that's how she be. That be the show, parameters, so forth and so on. So comedy plus meteorology equals cometeorology. And the star of the show, Frankie McDonald, is strangely missing. And I'm quite concerned about what it might be that has our Frankie. He's never late. It's 7:05 and we've heard nothing from Frankie. It's possible that he's vanished into some other dimension. What do you think, Imogen Cookie Bailey?
I think that Frankie's out on a Sharknado chasing adventure right now. It's very out of character for him to be late. He's the king of punctuality. This is one of the many things that we love about Frankie Mac is he does that. He's so on time. So I'm hoping he's okay. Although there have been a lot of power outages where he is though. So something may have happened.
Maybe they had a new hurricane. I don't know. This is terribly dismissive. I'm very worried for our friend Frankie McDonald. It's Christmas in Facebook jail, and we don't know where Frankie is, and it's a very concerning situation. Nonetheless, here in Wales, British Columbia, it's Thursday night. It's snowing. It's probably going to snow some more, Prince George, on Saturday. So expect that overnight into Sunday a little bit, and it's going to start getting colder again. That sucks, right? Because that's the weather I personally hate the most. Is when when that minus 25 to 30 weather stopped, and I almost felt like walking out in a t-shirt today. It was so happy, that feeling. Brandon Houck this week is at a, what is he at? Santa Claus parade? No. Is he at a Bandits hockey game? No. Do you recall what it was? It was a office Christmas party, maybe?
I want to say he's going to a staff party. I kind of like the idea of Brandon being the guy that has like one drink and gets insane rowdy. He's just so G-rated. I think that the smell of alcohol might send him over the edge. But I do believe he said he was going to a staff party tonight.
I'm really against staff parties personally.
I'm waiting for a bad pun or a dad joke here.
But I'm also against chickenpox parties,
Fair enough, but that's basically what the staff party is. So
we don't have Brandon yet. We don't have Frankie yet. Oh my, what are we going to talk about now? Imogen, how's your week been? Talk to us about 365 Pro Wrestling. That was wicked.
That was a lot of fun. It was a last minute invitation. A friend of mine wound up with an extra ticket and there was a group going. So went with an awesome crowd, took my camera, did some photos. It's the first time I've seen an actual wrestling ring with dudes wailing on each other with folding chairs. I mean, I've seen dudes hitting each other with chairs. That's par for the course. But
back in the 90s and 80s, I went to a number of wrestling things. And look who's here. It's Frankie McDonald, the weatherman, and he's in his house, not in front of A&W. Frankie, where you been? We miss you so much. Good to see you.
Good to see you again. It's a lot of rain in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now. There's a snowstorm heading for Sydney, Nova Scotia on Tuesday to Wednesday. It's going to bring so much snow and the blizzard conditions in North Dakota, South Dakota next week. It's going to bring massive blizzard conditions in North Dakota, South Dakota, parts of Nebraska, and snowstorm in mixed precipitation, Minnesota and Iowa, and parts of Wisconsin, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado. It's going to bring windy conditions in Arizona and New Mexico and parts of Texas next week. It's going to bring severe weather in Arkansas on Tuesday, in Missouri, and those places. It's going to bring severe thunderstorms with lots of rain and large hail, things like this. Because the warm and humid air comes from the Gulf of Mexico, it's hitting somewhere in New Orleans and things like this.
Okay, am I the only one who's totally in love with the cadence of how Frankie talks? When he's double timing, he's got a good beat there, and I want to hear it songified. So what anyone watching doesn't see in the stream is that when Frankie's doing that, I'm back here kind of like, I'm just bouncing to it every time. Frankie's got solid rhythm. I love it.
And that's the desired effect, isn't it, Frankie, to have women bouncing around?
Yes, and did you hear about this? Indonesia had a volcano, and volcano spewed the ash up to 12,060 feet up in the air.
Right. Did you hear that Brandon Houck had an earthquake this week, Frankie?
Yes.
Do you know anything about that? He's not here right now. I think the earthquake got him.
Earthquake.
Okay. Well, Frankie, who's got the worst
theory? I have a theory that it was that special time in Brandon's life and that ultra mega dose of manliness he's been hiding just dropped all at once, and it caused tectonic plates to shift. This is what it is. Next time we see Brandon, he's going to be like 3 times the size, rippling monster muscle, like chest hair just bursting through his snow jacket, beard out to here. It's going to be insane. We're not even going to recognize him.
Well, I'm pretty sure too, because now that he's at his staff party there, I bet you basically there's like all these radio executives and bigwigs who are like, Brandon Houck, we like you very much. Like that. So Frankie, who's got the worst weather in the whole wide world right now?
Somewhere in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now. Sydney got the bad weather all across Ontario and things like this. The worst weather in the whole wide world right now. I'm checking the whole earth. That means it could be some cyclones and typhoons and somewhere in lots of rainy seasons in Indonesia right now.
Siberia.
Over the worst weather in the world right now is out in the Atlantic Ocean. As of right now, pressure's 975 millibars. Lots of rain and wind in Spain and Portugal, those places. there's a giant storm off New Zealand.
That's pretty low pressure. Pretty low pressure. There we go. I restarted my camera because I realized technical things that don't actually matter. So enough talking about that. Frankie, how was your week this week? Did you do anything interesting? You're not outside A&W right now. Can you tell us why?
It's a lot of rain in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now.
Ah, yeah, okay. That makes
I'm getting it
sense.
right.
Snowing right now in Wells, Frankie.
Yes, it's snowing in Wells.
Did you make any videos this week, Frankie?
Yes, I'm doing. I just recorded a video of myself for Los Angeles.
For Los Angeles, what's going on there?
Lots of rain this Saturday and Sunday.
Lots of
That's
rain this
cool.
Saturday, Sunday, LA. Any other videos this week, Frankie?
I'll be doing a video for North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska, and Minnesota, and Wisconsin.
What's going on
coming up
there?
soon.
Lots of blizzard conditions in North Dakota, South Dakota this Tuesday coming.
Nice. How much snow are they expecting? Like
A
more
lot
than
of snow
50?
according to AccuWeather.
Okay, a
What
lot.
do you want for Christmas, Frankie?
I don't know yet.
Hmm,
I'm getting new sneakers for Christmas.
nice. So then you can do some sneaking.
Gonna sneak up behind A&W for their Wi-Fi. That's how he's gonna be doing it. He's gonna be sneaking.
No, it was raining outside and windy in my area right now.
Decent, Frankie. Any podcasts you go on this week, Frankie McDonald?
I was on the Compound Media related podcast, and I was on the Ghetto Basement of Owen Gun. Last Friday, I was on Base Guy Show, Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
No, can't hear you now, Frankie.
What happened? Frankie, where'd you
Something
go?
weird happened to his audio. So Gabriel Berardo, the weatherman. I'll take that $10 that you owe me, Imogen, because Gabriel Berardo showed up. He's
Hi.
here.
Did. Wow.
Imogen and I were talking about
Sorry, Imogen.
we were talking about 365 Pro Wrestling. Did you see that video I put that she filmed last weekend? 365 Pro Wrestling.
No.
You better watch that.
No, why?
You
Yeah?
didn't do your homework.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Also,
It's pretty good.
question for Joey. Why are you in Facebook jail? Because I was kind of wondering, oh, wow. Out of all guys, Joey's in Facebook jail? Like, what?
Again, I'll tell you exactly why I'm in Facebook jail, as a matter of fact. And
Okay.
it may have something in common with 365 Pro Wrestling. It may have something in common with the way that second period was played tonight against the LA Kings. The Leafs, a little bit of a fisticuffy thing going on, you know. But if you recall the
Oh.
last game when they were playing Dallas a couple nights ago, and I was
Mhm.
watching, and the whole second period there was a maple leaf in the box, just for no reason. Eventually, it was just like, okay, do you have to keep calling everything? Like, this is getting kind
Yeah.
of ridiculous.
Yeah, there was
And
like 6
so I
penalties.
commented on a Leaf group on Facebook. I said, well, this is when I'd usually say to the ref, if you're going to keep giving us dumb penalties, I'm going to go punch someone on the other team in the face and earn one. Who do you want me to go punch in the face? And
That's
then
what you got
Facebook's
banned
like-
for?
And then Facebook's like, because that's, well, you know what, that's bullying and violence. And I'm a very bad man, and it's true. I represent Kung Fu. I shouldn't be talking like that. Come on. That's a stupid reason to be in Facebook jail. I hate those people. How's the weather in Ontario
Yeah,
right
well,
now? Weatherman?
Oh yeah, well look, remember when the Leafs lost to the Devils? It was I think in when is it again? Remember though, on the Leafs lost to the Devils, I said something on Twitter, like something quite like freaking bad, right? And then I got banned for like a week on Twitter. So I mean, I'm not,
Holy, you're worse
No,
than Donald
the only-
Trump.
I am. I get really, really, really mad, and I go to the other like fan bases page. Like I go to their page, I comment under their post because I just want
Oh,
my
dude. You're one of
voice
those
to be heard.
guys. You're one of those
get mad at the
guys.
I
Damn
get
it,
mad.
Gabriel. Don't be that guy. That's the guy that ruins social media. It makes it not fun. You're
Well,
that
hey.
guy.
Joey does too, unfortunately.
Nobody knows
God.
my sorrow. We didn't answer my question. How's Ontario's weather going right now?
Oh, it's pretty, well, right? Seasonal, weather, mainly sunny. So the next week or so, maybe a few systems heading our way, which would of course likely be snowy ones, since that it's getting, colder now, sitting around about 1 to 2 Celsius. Right, like so the next few weeks or so. So it's not quite busy yet. And that like that like oh my god.
Sentence,
So
Gabriel, sentence.
I know. Sorry, that that windstorm last week. It was pretty good, right? 40,000 people I think were without power, and there was a little bit of
And some of them
damage in
didn't
some
even deserve it.
places. It wasn't too bad here. It was though in other areas like London, Windsor, and all that stuff. There was some pretty strong winds there. Although of course here, just like always the wind likes to not always be the strongest around my house. But I mean, hey, it's all right. It's all right. I don't get as mad as the Leaf game whenever they lose. I don't get.
Olivier Forbes Bouillon is messaging us about why he's not in the show tonight. He's
good.
hoping to
How's
join
Olivier?
tonight, but his wife is sleeping. And it's 50 below out. So he wants us to believe that he's a real Arctic guy, but he won't go outside when it's 50 below and tell us it's 50 below. So
He wants us to believe that he actually wanted to be here. Good for him. Good for him for putting your feelings in the puzzle somewhere. Olivier's a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
Would you go 2 for 2 for rap videos this month? 2 for 2, 2 weeks in a row?
Sure, yeah, actually, sure. And
Hell yeah,
also, for everybody watching, if you guys could see in the background, I actually am streaming this live on my screen.
I know, it's awesome.
TV,
Actually.
and I've been was watching when I wasn't on this, right? I was watching like a little bit of it. I was like, oh well, look, maybe I should just hop in there and ruin Imogen's bet or something like that. whatever the bet was. whatever like the bet was, whatever you said, like the $10 bet, right? Like the $10 bet.
I said it was actually for 100, but I just cut her some slack.
$100 bet.
I only needs 10 right now, but but there's a second bet for $200. Rap in 2 weeks in a row. So I made some big money off of Imogen tonight. It was great. Thank you, Imogen. For the show. So we were talking while you prepare yourself for rap, and I do like your screen in the background. That's super cool. Like I noticed that right away. I was like, nice effect, man. So and for people in the radio world, because you can't see the screen behind them, but what you could do is that every Thursday night we record the show and we edit we live stream a conversation, which we edit crap and hack it to pieces so that all the swears and bad things are gone. And we make a radio show of it. But it live streams on Joey Only, Caribou Weather Dude every week. And we were talking about a video I put up last night that Imogen shot about 365 Pro Wrestling. Have you ever gone to a pro wrestling match, Gabriel? Frankie, you ever gone to pro wrestling?
No, never in my life.
I was at WWF Wrestling back in July 1997. I was only 13 years old then.
Wow, really?
WWF matches. I saw one in Southern Ontario. I saw at the Maple Leaf Gardens back in the day, and I saw Brutus the Barber Beefcake cut sensational Sherry's hair. That was awesome. And the Ultimate Warrior also Gorilla Press slammed the Undertaker that night. So that was a legendary night at Maple Leaf Gardens. And they also came to Belleville once, where I saw Macho Man Randy Savage. He did the whole. He was right on. Ooh yeah, he was so good. So Imogen was at 365 Pro Wrestling. Talk to us some more about that, because if I lived in Victoria and they did that regularly, I would never miss it. That was so fun. It seemed like, and I loved that the girls, there was seemed like a bunch of matches where it was just girls kicking the crap out of mutantly large men.
Well, that's the fun thing about entertainment wrestling, is that they don't have the gender segregated kind of routine. There's no gender identity issues in there. It's character versus character, just like in comic books. So in the event, we'll say, the novelty act, the pure entertainment awesomeness that I went to the other day, there were female wrestlers in the ring with male wrestlers. They were pound for pound just as terrifying, like clear across the board.
Well, it seemed to me there wasn't a video with the male and the female fighter where the male was doing anything except getting beaten senselessly.
I got a lot of video clips. I only sent a couple, but I do have video clips of the guys beating the crap out of the girls. It's not just one-sided. It's not just the default of how the girls have to always win for girl power bullshit. Sorry, girl power malarkey. It is character versus character. Gender is not a factor of how it plays out, which is fantastic. And that's the best part of entertainment, is that it's the strengths of the character are what push it. So seeing the boys body slam the girls just as much as the girls body slam the boys, that's awesome.
Yeah, it looked really fun. And
oh yeah.
And then Santa Claus, what was he doing? Like Santa Claus just beat the snot out of that guy, and then
Yes, he did.
and then he put the guy on his knee and gave him a teddy bear, and then he threw teddy bears out to all. Frankie, is Fred the Bear nearby?
Fred the Bear, special guest.
Fred the
Hey.
Bear is here.
Hi, Frankie. How you doing? I'm doing great so far. Fred, I'm doing really well so far. I hope Gary and Dino show are doing great so far. Gary and Dino's doing great as well. They're doing great so far. That means, and I'm on Gary and Dino's show every week as well. See you soon. Bye for now.
Hey, Fred the Bear, have you ever seen a wrestling match, Fred the Bear?
I have seen wrestling matches before somewhere in the world.
Somewhere in the world.
I love the specifics.
Right
the
on.
Bear.
Fred the Bear, everybody, on the Meteorological Report.
Fred the
Frankie
Bear, I
McDonald.
have a question. Fred the Bear, have you ever seen a Sharknado? And how would you handle it if you did?
I have never seen Sharknado at all.
Fred the Bear, how do I stop going into Facebook jail?
That means don't post anything bad. Don't post anything political either.
That's a good point.
You're a
political can-
genius, man.
Anything political can be grounds to be put into Facebook jail. I love it. That's fantastic. Good advice, Fred the Bear. Thank you.
That's genius. So getting back to so Santa Claus hands out teddy bears to the audience. So just tell me about that whole. Obviously, you don't catch the whole fight in the video you sent, but
Yeah, so they just had this massive free-for-all towards the end, and then when everyone's all beaten down and overly dramatizing their exhaustion and their injuries and whatnot, Santa comes out and picks up a chair and beats the hell out of everyone with a folding chair. Now, to be fair, that match was titled Chairway to Hell, so they had to have a copious amount of chairs.
it seemed like the most excessive amount of chair beatings I've ever seen.
Yes, sir.
Guess who's just showed up finally? Brandon
Hey.
Hope and Brian Schmidt from Portland Weather Uncensored. Brandon Hope from Real Country Radio 105.7 FM in Brooks, Alberta. And who wants to talk first? Brian, how is we get because I know we're going to talk for a while when we get to Brandon. So I'm going to ask you first. How is Portland experiencing some of the precipitation right now?
It's been pretty dry the last few days. We're supposed to go into a long dry spell the next 2 weeks. November was pretty average. I'm still getting used to the weather, Joe, because I was in Cancun for a week, Cancun, Mexico, where it was about 31 degrees Celsius every day, and there was free alcohol and food.
That sounds like a terrible time.
It wasn't bad at all. The ocean temperature where we were, it was 28 degrees Celsius.
Wow. Yeah, I remember jumping into Lake Houston when I was 15 and swimming in Lake Houston for an entire month. And then I went home and I jumped in the Black River in central Ontario. And oh my God! Because I didn't know the weather was cold where I lived because I'd never been to America and swam in warm waters. So that basically America ruined swimming for me. Thanks. And then I got to BC and I was like, is there any water in this whole province that isn't extremely cold all the time? And the answer is no.
Yeah, so Joe, was that this November cold spell you had? Was this how long has it been since you've had one that severe? That
Oh,
early?
that wasn't anything yet, man. That's the thing.
That was normal?
Well, I wouldn't say it's normal, as in like, oh, that's a normal week in Wells. No, it's abnormal in the sense it's harsh and it's very cold and dry, and definitely had pipes freezing here and things to that effect. I would say for a cold snap, that's normal. Definitely in the last 5 years, we've hit minus 40 a couple times and had some like weeks in the 30s, 35, 36. So last December, around the New Year, it was extremely miserably cold, man. Like, but yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask Brandon. Brandon, I heard you went bowling today. I want to hear, what was your score?
My score was at least a 1-40 today.
Oh wow! Do you throw a hook or do you throw it straight?
Oh, I like to put a little spin on my throw, my little toss there as I get to the lake.
The spin, the classic.
You put a little bit of English.
Oh,
in
I've
it.
had a little bit of beer today, so.
Yeah, I mostly throw it straight. That's my kung fu style.
I used to bowl quite a bit.
Oh, I forgot that I got Frankie pinned. So we've just been looking at Frankie for 5 minutes.
Hey, Frankie came on and sent me a message and told me I better get on here. He was the one who got me on here.
Oh, Frank, get
Good for
on
that.
right now.
So maybe we'll talk to you about Cancun in a few minutes and how awful that'd be. Because you know what happens, Brian, when you go down and you enjoy such nice weather and you get fed nicely and you get free alcohol and lap dances and all those things you probably got, is that then you go home a much weaker, softer person, and in the elements you like. So that's the trick, is to not leave during the middle of the winter. Like people think here, they're like, I'm gonna go to Mexico in the middle of the winter, and then they go to Mexico for 3 weeks and they come back to Wells and then they really hate it here.
Well, Joe, I was already weak before we went, so it didn't do any damage. I was already soft and weak.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's good. Well, let's get to know your strengths and weaknesses, Brian. That's great. So then what you should do is keep going to Cancun then, seeing as you know you're weak, and I approve of that.
It took 24 hours to fly there with all the layovers. Go to Portland, to Oakland, to Mexico City, to Cancun. 23 hours and 50 minutes.
You could have driven there in half the time.
You know what? It was going to be a 64-hour drive.
That's long.
Ew. Awesome.
Yeah, it would have been like 3,900 miles. And I could have been abducted out in the country. Who knows? My van probably would have broke down.
Well, I'd abduct you.
You know what? I should have watched your Taekwondo videos.
Not Taekwondo.
Here's another special guest, Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Octopus.
How you doing?
Oh,
I'm doing great.
I
so
know
far.
those
I'm
things.
Dr. Octopus. I'm the guy on the Gary Dino show. I'm doing great so far. Gary Dino, you're doing great. And I'm on Gary Dino show every week. Gary Dino's doing well so far. See you soon. Bye for now.
Dr. Octopus, how's the weather where Brandon Hauk lives?
It's really cold. It's getting warm out and things like this. Up and down temperatures causes Chinook winds. Where are you at, Brandon? You're doing great. Brandon, I'm Dr. Octopus. I'm doing great so far. I'm the guy on the Gary Dino show every week.
So, Brandon, did Dr. Octopus nail it? How's the weather
Oh.
in the prairies?
I must. He nailed that weather forecast of Dr. Octopus.
What do you got for us this week, Brandon Hauk?
This week, well, we had a little.
Special guest, Fred Noel the Bear. Hi, Fred, how you doing? I'm the guy on the Gary Dino show every week. Gary Dino's doing great so far.
That's good news. That's good news, Frankie.
Guess what?
I'm glad Gary and Dino are doing good so far.
Gary and Dino was mentioned on your show.
Yes, and I really like those guys. I haven't been on their show for quite a while,
You'll
but
be sending Gary Dino a video.
okay. I'll send the clip for sure.
Oh
I
yeah.
love that. Yeah, I like
Come
those
to me,
guys a
say
lot.
hi.
It's just because it's always Saturday night. I'm with my kids, and I'm like, I'm not going to go on a podcast for anything. It's like my one day of the week where nobody can get me to do anything I don't want to do. But
That's fair.
yeah, that's how it is. So, Brandon Hauk, you were saying Dr. Octopus largely nailed the forecast.
Absolutely, man. He nailed that weather forecast, and we had a little blast of snow early this week, and we got really, really cold. And now we're gonna get. We've got a nice Chinook today, nice westerly flow that's dominating that atmosphere today. Now we're gonna see that temperature kind of crash again as we go into next week with some much colder temperatures, at least, and we'll probably get a little blast of snow, especially Monday. Yeah, a little Monday. We'll get another blast of snow moving through here, probably another 5-10-ish centimeters of snow. And then temperature continue to crash throughout most of next week. Once again, as this winter pattern just likes to hang around. And dealing with here in the weather side of things, I haven't really put together a forecast today because, well, as you can tell, I've been out and about tonight.
Drinking. You've been
Bowling,
drinking.
you mean? Drinking and bowling, you mean?
The two do
Bowling-
go together. Let's be real. You can't really bowl without having at least one or two.
I've had so far, so I'm on a roll.
Dear Lord. See, I thought you'd be the guy that have like this. You just smell alcohol in wherever you were, and you just get a little weird, get a little kooky. Halfway through your first drink, you'd
Stop
be
it,
ruining your
boy.
career.
Goes a strike.
Awesome.
So
Bowling-
yeah, so you were bowling, and we were betting. We were taking bets earlier, so I lost this one. Image and I were betting on everybody this week, and not really. I just say that because it's comedy, okay, folks. We were
Oh, yeah,
betting
I
this week on it, and so we thought you were getting a staph infection right now, but no, you're bowling.
Yeah.
That's right.
Bowling-
No, a staph party. Sorry, a staph party.
Same thing. We established that earlier. It's
However,
the same thing.
Party part 1. We've got part 2 next week, so stay tuned.
Excellent. So there's a picture from Brandon's staff party right there on the live screen, and it's yeah, must have been a really good time.
Oh yeah, it was great.
So you had an earthquake last week, dude? What's up with that?
Oh yeah, the earthquake there. Everybody thought it was cracking, but it was had like 6 aftershocks afterwards, so it was definitely the earth moving there. But I do believe it's about 5.6, the biggest earthquake ever in the province of Alberta, which was pretty phenomenal. That occurred in the Peace River area, and everybody felt it in Red Deer, Edmonton, Fort McMurray. It was a weird night. It's got those weird vibes coming at you, and it's just weird.
Yeah, it is
And
kind
I've
of a
got
weird
something
one.
else to say. Vancouver, British Columbia as well. We're due for a mega quick 9.0 greater magnitude.
Vancouver, people of Vancouver, you can't escape major earthquakes forever.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try, but success is variable.
Brian, how many earthquakes have you felt in Portland, Oregon?
The big one was the spring break quake of 1993. And speaking of bowling, it damaged 2 of my bowling trophies. It knocked them off the
And
wall.
I got something else to say. There's a 2,149 more days to go till asteroid 1997 XF11 headed towards the Earth. That's going to bypass the Earth. That's going to cause a lot of earthquakes.
2,149 more days. Although if you're listening to the show on C4 88.7 FM, 2 days after we record this show, it's going to be 2,147 and 2,145 for you who hear the show in Winnipeg on Mondays. So be prepared. Asteroid XMF 10112568972585 is coming in 2,145 days.
That's my telephone
Oh,
number.
hey,
Oh,
I'll be
can you repeat
alive.
that?
I'll be alive.
Yeah, until 2,150 days from now. When all life on Earth is wiped out, right, Frankie?
No.
Another
That
end
means
of
the
the
sun will
world.
become the
2,000
red
days
giant
is not
7
that far.
billion
Hey,
years
let the
from
guy
now.
answer the question.
Sorry.
Frankie, what did you say?
The sun will become the red giant 7 billion years from now.
Yeah.
Will you be
oh,
alive
yeah.
for
he
that,
said-
Gabriel?
No, no, but like, hey, if we are really, if we like somehow, die, then just than just like just like come back to like the world somehow, then I probably like I might like if we are like
No, I
Frankie?
don't.
I don't know, to be honest. You never know, right? You never know.
Frankie, is reincarnation real?
Yeah, Frankie, is it?
Reincarnation means that somebody comes back as somebody else.
Yeah,
Is that-
yeah. Man,
Is that real, you
Somebody or
think, or do you
something.
just
You never know.
When you die, Frankie? Is that what happens, or do you just die, or do you go to heaven? What do you think happens, Frankie?
If you go to heaven, what does that mean?
I don't know.
What
It
does
sounds
that
like
mean?
nonsense to me, but
Means
it's
you're
Christmas
dead.
time, so people are thinking about heaven and stuff.
True.
Cheerful, very cheerful.
Heaven on earth and heavenly behaviors and all that kind of stuff, right? So
Yeah.
so this
There's
earthquake,
a lot of people predicting the end of the world. There's one guy right after another and another and another predicted doomsday, the apocalypse.
they're always wrong, aren't they, Frankie?
A lot of those guys out there trying to predict the end of the world. When I saw those sheets about second coming of Son of God out the mall, I saw those sheets there. Those religious conspiracy theorist guy was out the mall. Is talking to the latest sheet about second coming of Son of God.
Crazy guys, eh?
Yeah.
So yeah, well, that's the thing, Frankie. So people out there have some pretty funny ideas about stuff, and I don't know what happens when you die. Like, I don't actually care. That's the thing. People like.
Well, hey, I mean,
And then did you hear about that Java, Indonesia volcano just erupted? Now, Sumeru volcano just erupted near Java, Indonesia. It was really, really bad. Volcanic ash food, 12,060 foot up in the air. It was mighty bad, causing a lot of river lava and things like this. People were screaming in Indonesia.
People were
My favorite
screaming in Indonesia.
religious conspiracy apocalyptic nut is Jack Van Impe. You ever see Jack Van Impe Presents? He's always like, and he's got this like just freaky looking wife who like it looks like she's empty of
Lacking
anything,
a soul. She
food,
looks like she's lacking a soul.
calories, like just, and they're like, and he's guaranteed the end of the world repeatedly. Like every episode, he's like,
There
and we
could
know
be
it
some-
will happen on this exact date.
Up in West
I'm telling
Edmonton,
you.
while there could be some conspiracy theorists, people probably laying the sheets about second coming of the Son of God. There could be somebody at West Edmonton Mall, could be conspiracy theorist guy.
Do you know why none of those apocalyptic predictions came true? Because Frankie
Because-
McDonald didn't make them.
yeah.
Touche.
Those guys believe in second coming of God, second Son of God. And those guys out there, they're religious conspiracy theorists. Some of those guys were out the mall laying sheets on the chairs.
So you don't think that people should be prepared for God to come again, eh, Frankie?
There's a lot of those guys out there. They could be locked up in mental hospital one day.
So I got a question for Frankie. Frankie, theoretically, how would you prepare for the rapture? What would be your game plan? What supplies would you
Repairs and things like this. If a rapture happens, that means only animals will be left on Earth.
need? What supplies would you need to prepare for this? How would you be prepared? The world is coming to an end.
Bible and things like this. That means that.
Bible.
And did you hear about this? If a rapture happened, that means only animals, wild animals, apes will be left on Earth, not people.
I hope I'm left if that's the case. That'd be awesome. So should you be prepared for the end of the world, Imogen Cookie Bailey?
Well, yes. Yes, you should. It means that you need an ultra deep bunker, first off, way down below. You got to get below the tectonic plates, so you got to go deep. You need to have a bunker. You need to have a little bit of basic air filtration and a lot of Cheetos and Twinkies. This is what you need.
Damn.
Yep.
I could. Yeah. Sure.
And guess what?
Like I could
Next
live on
Friday,
Cheetos.
I got an interview with Meteorite News Ian McDonald, Friday, December 16th at 4 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, 12 p.m.
Yes,
Pacific
sir.
Standard Time, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's where Ian McDonald lives, Boise, Idaho.
Well,
And that is
hopefully,
next Friday.
hopefully he, doesn't predict the end of the world either.
Ian McDonald's a media rights news guy. I get an interview with him next Friday.
Excellent. So, Gabriel, should you be prepared, and how do you be prepared for the end of the world? I have my own ideas. Living up here in the mountains, where there's
Well,
clean water, fresh air, animals to eat.
well, I mean, the world will end in either a world war, aliens, or just blow up of the sun, like Frankie said. But of course, the world will actually, and then at least one of those ways. But in a few billion years, probably. So I mean, just you should really, just watch out, check the news every single day, even though you hate it. It could mean that you may save your life because of the
Hold on.
aliens.
hell?
What?
How is watching the news going to save your life from being
It might just save your
snowed
life.
in an
Yeah.
end of the world catastrophe? It's rapture time. The
Hey
world
man, look. Hey man, look. At least
hell is Al
you
Roker
know
gonna
what's
tell you that will
happening.
save
At
your
least
life?
you know what's happening. At least you know what's happening. Other than not
It's
knowing
the
what's happening.
rapture. Look out the damn window. Look out the window.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
You're wondering why you're
I have a few
floating out of your
windows.
clothing. I like to envision that it happens where y'all float out of your clothing. That's
Well,
just
I mean,
me.
something like that won't happen. It's either a world war, aliens, or the red giant just really, really, really expands. It blows up, and it blows up our whole entire
giant.
solar system in the next 7 billion years or whatever.
I'm personally hoping for aliens because
I am too.
I think I do pretty good fighting aliens. For as long as I could live, I'd enjoy it. Actually, that's the point. Is of many of the apocalyptic scenarios, I'd enjoy fighting aliens more than I would be the thought of humans destroying themselves. Brian Schmidt, should you be prepared for the apocalypse like Frankie was? Should you be prepared like Frankie? And how would you be prepared?
Well, I'd probably stock up on like some maybe
Ammo.
maybe if I ran out of butane hash oil, that wouldn't be good. So I'll probably get some of that, and then maybe get some extra toilet paper at Costco, and maybe a rotisserie chicken, something like that.
If the rapture happened and you were left behind, Brian, could you imagine how much weed there would be?
Yeah, well, they say the burning bush actually was a marijuana bush. So I'm pretty sure
Explains
that
all of Buddhism.
there was he was token on some smoke right before he got nailed up onto the cross.
Right.
That probably happened.
Yeah, that's probably why I got nailed the cross. I mean, right? Smoking weed is bad, right? So
Definitely.
get crucified for that. Brandon Hauk, would you suggest people are prepared for the end of the world? How would you be prepared, Brandon Hauk?
Well, either I'd say hide in Dominator 3 or potentially hide in
Read Timmer.
that tonight, because that was a lot of fun. And I could just bowl for the rest of my life after today and drink beer.
Wow.
Bowling's that good, everybody. Brandon Hauk could do that for eternity. He'd be okay with it.
Oh yeah,
So,
get a good
I
work.
second that.
See, I
it's
like
true
the
though. I would love it. It's like the rapture happens and everyone's gone. I'd be like, hey, Brandon, let's go to the bowling alley. And then so what we do is we'd sit there and with our shotguns and blast the pins and and then once that bowling alley's trash, we just go to the next one.
That's
See,
right.
I like the idea of just watching the rapture happen, of just being able to sit back, smoke a joint, and just watch everyone disappear.
Everyone you
Floating
don't
away.
like just floating away.
Yeah, and you know
Just,
what?
like,
While they're
picture-
floating away, I'm gonna be sitting there with my slingshot. I'm gonna be sitting there with a slingshot and a whole pile of smoked oysters, and I'm gonna be slingshotting smoked oysters at their naked ass as they're flying away.
Uh,
Yeah, I got a copy of my book. I'm holding in my hand.
should you get the book Be Prepared for Christmas?
Yes,
you were-
on Amazon.ca and bookstores.
Be Prepared, the Frankie McDonald Life Guide to
Did-
Weather.
Did Brandon get a copy of my book yet?
I'll have to, but I did get this mug today for a Christmas gift exchange. So, yeah. One of those.
Wow.
Oh,
That's very lucky and so awesome that you got a mug.
A mug.
What a functional and thoughtful gift.
Yeah. Oh,
Did it also
Thanks
come
for
with a
the-
card that had a list of holidays and a checkbox beside the applicable one?
thanks for the friggin' mug. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
let's
that-
look at some comments from the people who are watching the live stream right now. Oh, by the way, Frankie, really good with the videos you made this week to send me for it's CKW 95.9. Really
And
good.
I got something else to say. Total solar eclipse headed for Sydney, Nova Scotia on Monday, April 8th, 2024. All you guys to come down Sydney, Nova Scotia on Friday, April 5th, 2024.
Yeah, that's my daughter's 8th birthday.
We're gonna be there.
and we gotta be there. Frankie says so.
My mom went to Holland on my 8th birthday, so you can go to the eclipse. I mean, whatever. So GP does says love Frankie. Right on, love Frankie. And Shelly Selinsky says wild chair slinging dude. She saw that one of those chairs. A bear ate the other. A bear ate her chair. That's a bear ate my chair. Hey, man, I'd love to be able to say that. Thank you, Fred the Bear. She says a bear ate my chair. Love Fred the Bear, says Christine Jensen. And the octopus is adorable.
That means
That's
after this, and once after the show, you'll be sending video to Gary and Dino.
I will do that. I'll be like, Gary and
Promises,
Dino,
promises.
sorry I haven't been on your show in a long time. It's because I'm a sober Canadian weekend dad. And you guys are too much fun for me at that time of the week. Whereas Thursdays,
A
I
lot of fun.
can be as much of a lame, boring. Yeah, here I am. Meteorological report. We got 13 minutes left in the show recording. And Gabriel Berardo has not done his weekly weather wrap.
And I am ready for it. So yeah. All right, here we go. It's same
Okay.
old as same old as usual.
Can you
Everybody
send me
knows.
that? Can you send me that meme, by the way, Brian? Facebook
Uh-huh.
Monopoly.
Hey, Joe,
That's
what
a
did
good
you do?
one.
What did you do? This
Yeah,
time?
I'm gonna
To
use
get
that
a
for the
timeout. Tell
artwork
us
for
what
this
you
week's
did.
show.
Can't even post it on Facebook.
I could post it on YouTube though.
It won't be as fun.
All right, everybody, hit mute and shut your mouths because Gabriel Berardo is in the house.
Wait, hold up. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Actually, there is a ad playing because all these YouTube ads now is like 8 in a row, but I have only 1 in a row. Hopefully.
Trying to look all cool, and there's like Barbie in the background there.
Yeah, I
and,
know. I don't know what this is, man. I just want to rap for you guys. Okay, here we go. Okay, wait. Hold up, wait. I'm spoiling the beat. I'm spoiling the beat for you guys. Okay. Yeah.
Turn that up. Turn that background up real loud.
Huh?
Turn that background up super loud too.
All right. Well, let me just move a little bit closer then, so you can hear it then, because I can't. Because it's at 100 my volume, so
Oh,
the
yeah,
TV's
okay.
not close. Okay.
So
Everybody's
I'm gonna make
listening
a
on the
proper
radio.
Gabriel the Weatherman, Rapping Weatherman album, and it's gonna have fat bass.
All
And
right.
they're gonna, Hear the drummer get wicked.
Is that better?
Good enough. Let's go.
Okay.
Adequate.
Yeah, okay, here we go. I'm just gonna say anything. Yeah. Man, we're on the Joey Only show. Here we go. Yeah. Haters wanna hate on Joey and they know they wanna tell us, but they know that I do not care what they say. Because you know that I'ma shut them mouth just like the Leafs. Shut out Dallas and LA, cause I'ma rap any day. Joey, man, the cold is coming over. Yes, you know it's gonna be coming over to Joe Stover and everybody in Alberta, and including Brandon Huff, because he's getting the buff of the cold. Yeah, man, he's getting it, and he's kind of upset that he doesn't really want it. So when he goes outside, you know that he's gonna vomit, and he can't even feel his nose. And now we stuck in a post. Now we witches, he was over here in Southern Ontario. On the way, but he's stuck in the minus 40, minus 50. I'm like, man, 50 pounds. Wait, man, you can lift me for that because I can spit it right now. And I can spit this rap because everybody knows the rapture's coming, like Franklin McDonald said, in like 7 billion years or maybe today. So everybody gotta prepare what Franklin McDonald say, because the end of the world may be the red giant all the way, but man, I don't know. So we gotta prepare for it. I mean, we gotta eye it. I mean, it could be coming soon. I mean, you never know, but we could go up to the moon or even still the moon, just like who from Despicable Me. Cause I've been rapping, everybody knows that maybe the sea will flood over Florida and all the world. I mean, I don't know, man. All these girls are flooding over me because when I've been rapping, the rapture when it's coming. Look, I don't even care, man. Oh wait, but is it a dream? Well, who even knows? But I'm here stuck in this pose. Brandon over there, man, his nose is frozen. Oh my God, Joey only is getting all the cold. I'm like, God damn, I'm about to stay here in Southern Ontario, get in the heat, but the heat's not gonna last so long. I mean, the summer, man, it's not gonna last long, but it's here now. On the way to winter is coming in. Temperatures are gonna be dipping, and yes, I'm gonna be tripping. Looking at me outside with the ice, man. Look, I'm gonna be slipping, and I don't know, but in the pool, I wanna go dipping, man. I wish it was summer. On the way, but it's a bummer. To the lover of hip hop, man, I wish it was summer. I mean, at least spring, cause I don't even know what this kid gotta do in the next year. Cause I've been rapping, is the rapture coming, Frankie? I wanna hear, cause I don't really know. I wanna hear a clear answer right today, because look, I don't know when the rapture's coming, because you know that I've been swinging from this rap like a swing, because I've been going, everybody knows I weigh like 99 pounds, so if the rapture comes, I'll be snapped like a twig, because I don't even know where to rap at the bring, because I like to rap and to sing, and when I'm on the Joey Only show, if the rapture's coming, Frankie will tell you where to go. Yeah, that wasn't that. I don't know if
That was
a
really
rap.
good one this week, man. I got everyone muted,
I
by
don't
the
know
way.
if it
just
was that,
so no
but
background.
you know what?
I
It
don't
was
want
good.
someone shuffling. Can I just, sorry, Gabriel, for a second? I didn't want anyone shuffling a paper to take the camera off of Gabriel's face. So everyone's muted. Unmute yourselves so you can kiss his butt, because that was a really wicked rap this week. And I like that, just how you flowed to that, simple groove, right? But
No. I just, took what we kind of said, and I just, I made a whole entire rap about it, right? I think that's what I should almost, do on every single one of these, right? I should just take what we kind of said and, make it into like a little rap, maybe, right? A nice freestyle rap, the rapture, the cold, right? The way where, what Frankie said and everything like that. Although I missed with the bets that you guys had, the $100 bets, like I would have said something like that, but I didn't.
there was no bets. I was just trash talking.
No, yeah, I know, but it's like, you know what I mean? I could have, added it in somehow and made a little cool line. But I mean, hey, you know what? I like that one. I think it was pretty good.
Everyone thinks it's pretty good, right? Everyone?
I don't know what Brandon thinks. I kind of mentioned him like 5 or 6 times in the rap, saying he was getting cold and he was gonna be stuck in a pose and all his nose and all that stuff. I don't know why I mentioned that.
I'll tell you what Brandon thinks. What Brandon thinks is play some country music. That ain't no
Yeah.
Hank Williams.
Ooh.
That's what Brandon's saying.
No, it's good. It's good.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I my nostrils, I felt them freeze before, and it's not a comfortable thing. No.
Oh yeah, I know. I hate to mention it. So
So we should cut that, and then when I make a YouTube, make extra, a little Gabriel rap YouTube video.
oh yeah, okay. And I'm
And
gonna be posting it on Twitter. So yeah.
And then Brandon can play it on 105.7 FM Real Country Radio to show.
Boom. That's where it belongs. Boom 101.1. That's where the
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
boom,
Boom
101.1.
Yeah, Brandon's on like 80 stations, by the way.
Yeah.
At
And it
once.
gets around.
and I
And
get
he's
around.
very popular on the airwaves because he gets around.
Without actually leaving Brooks, Alberta, he really gets around.
It's around town. That's where, just like Tennille Town, up to town. She's on the Hollywood trip over yesterday. So, sorry.
Yeah.
I get random when I've had a couple.
I'm more like I smoke around.
Okay.
Frankie McDonald, how does everyone find you on the internet?
My Twitter is at Frankie McD. My Facebook is Frankie McDonald. My Instagram is Frankie McD1984. My TikTok is Frankie Donald 1984. My Clapper is Frankie Donald 1984. My Twitch is Frankie Donald 1984. My Snapchat is Frankie MACDON. And my Instagram is Frankie McD1984. My TikTok is Frankie Donald 1984. My LinkedIn is Frankie Donald. And my YouTube channel is Dogs Wolves.
You can find this show on Joey Only Caribou Weather Dude YouTube. Please go there and subscribe. Help a guy out. I'm trying to build something that's actually kind of cool or whatnot. So that's what I'm doing. You can find Brian Schmidt from Portland Weather Uncensored, his group on Facebook. You can't find me on Facebook because I'm in Facebook jail. Did I tell you that yet? Christmas in Facebook jail. It's Christmas in Facebook jail. That's how my
Wait,
song
so
goes. And I'm not done.
Okay, sorry.
Imogen.in. You can find her. Hey, am I good? Am I doing good so far, Imogen?
You are,
Gabriel Barado,
yes.
you can find him at
GB the
I almost got it this
Weatherman.
week. I almost got
You
everybody
should
this
know. I say it. It's literally like my Zoom name. It's right in front of you.
week. GB the Weatherman at TikTok,
Not at TikTok, at Twitter.
at Twitter. Okay.
You know,
yeah,
just Google it. There's
I don't
not
know.
going to be a lot. That's an easy one. Google GB the Weatherman. If you really want to find Gabriel online, Google GB the Weatherman.
Yeah,
He's
right,
like,
right.
Yeah.
There
There's
you
not
go.
weather dudes, but only
You'll just see me saying, "Hey, everybody!" And the blah, blah,
yeah,
Joey
only
Only show.
one that's a skinny, nerdy Amish werewolf.
Yeah, right. Like the only guy that's wearing a suit, the only guy that has a beard, the only glasses dude that has hair up like that. Like it's so easy to find who I am. You could probably see me from like a mile away. Yeah,
Also,
like you
noting
see.
Gabriel is a legend in his own mind.
Abraham
Guys, I
Lincoln.
got something else to say. If you want to follow Gary and Dino show, you can follow Gary and Dino on Instagram, Gary Dino on Twitter, Gary Dino show on Twitter, Gary and Dino show on Facebook.
We're on Gary and Dino show. Love those guys.
Nice.
All right. And I'm Joey Only. And I'm a bad radio host. See you next week, everybody. Bye now. Good job, everybody.
Oh yeah, I know. That's
Frankie
pretty good.
gone.
Wow,
Frankie's
he just
fast.
leaves exactly when.
Jesus.
Wow.
He never even says goodbye. Eh?
Oh, no.
Never gives us a chance.
The deed
Yeah, we
is
want to
done.
say
And he's out
goodbye
of
to him.
the deed is
wanna
done.
s-
He's out of there before child support kicks in.
Like I want to say good show, Frankie. Love you. Good, nice having you on.
Yeah,
And,
like wow, he doesn't say anything. Oh, that's
He's
great.
fucking gone.
He just
To
disappears.
the next podcast or whatever Frankie does.
Jesus, you think he just robbed the place? He's good.
Yeah, it's like man, he just leaves. Like my
He's
God.
a damn phantom. Frankie Mac, the man, the myth, the legend, is a fucking
No,
phantom.
okay, no, because he must, think that like the show just like ends like right after that. I think that's what he thinks. I don't really think there's like an after show or before show. I
No,
think
that's how Frankie is.
Yeah.
no, actually, I guess no, yeah. I mean, whenever
like,
I'm on live,
my
when
work
we're
is
like
done
halfway
here.
through it.
And and to be honest, in real life, I was like that a lot too. Like I'd be at parties and stuff, or at shows and doing stuff, and I just wait for that second when I realized nobody was paying attention, and then I
Yep.
just leave. And everybody would always be like, "Did you see Joey go?" Like I'd purposely wait till people were not paying attention and just fucking.
I once have actually did that on your show before because I just wanted to leave and I just like left and I was like, oh,
You're
'Cause I
just
like-
can't wait to get off this show. Like I just
no,
wanna
no, no, no,
fucking
no,
go.
no, 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 no.
Joey's the guy who waits for
because
the
I had something
planetary
to do.
alignment where everyone at the party blinks at the same time. It's that one fluke split second of the universe where everyone at a party just blinks in unison, and that's when Joey's gone. He's got it timed to perfection. He's watching the eyelashes line up until boom, they all just close at once.
Well, there was one guy who didn't blink, but I poked him in the eyeballs.
Yeah,
I was like,
good
I'm out of here.
enough.
By the time that mutant can see again, I'm 100 yards and running.
That's right. You've got your exit strategy.
There's a Wing Chun Kung Fu lesson from Joey this week.
So Joe,
Oh,
Cobra
yeah.
Kai.
what was your violation this week? What did you do? Was it nudity? Was it against?
No, no.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was saying that I wanted to.
Bullying.
If I was on a hockey thread talking about the Maple Leafs game, and they're getting lots of penalties, and I said, if I'm a player in that game, what I say to the ref after they give us 6 stupid penalties that like really shouldn't even, are on the border of whether you call them or not, then you skate up to the ref and you say, if you're gonna keep giving us pointless penalties, I'm gonna go punch someone in the face. Which guy on that team you want me to punch in the face? You say it real. You say it to the ref.
You know what? Like I got
If I'm
banned
gonna
for
have
the
to keep going,
comment.
if our team's gotta keep going the box, which guy am I gonna hit so that I can earn a friggin' trip to the box for good? You tell that
Oh,
to
yeah.
ref, and you get the ref kind of worried. He's like, well, that guy might just now go skate around and just randomly smash some guy in the face.
You know what?
So
like,
I
I
got
got banned for?
nobody in that Maple Leaf Central group reported that because everyone agreed. Like, yeah, man.
It was a
Like,
Facebook bot. Let me tell you, from coming from someone who's had a ton of suspensions, if you're going to do that, make an image of it. If you send a picture of what you're saying, the bots won't get it. But if it's text, they pick it up. You can have the nastiest picture that doesn't get flagged if it's not nudity. If it's text, the bots will get you. That's the tip from someone who's been in jail a lot with Facebook.
Twitter also too, no?
A lot of us have
too,
done
right?
long Facebook jail sentences.
Twitter's
Oh, yeah,
not
okay, so
Yeah, I got canceled, man. I know the algorithm inside and
Yeah,
out.
Imogen's got you beat, man. She got the fucking
I got
Facebook
canceled.
electric chair.
What did
Yeah.
you get? You got how many 30 days have you had? 30-day suspensions. I can't believe you've had any.
I have had dozens. I have
I've only had a week.
90-day suspensions.
Oh
I
my
had
goodness.
You
three
didn't learn
90-day
once.
suspensions in 2021, I think it was.
Wow.
2020 or 2021, I had three 90-day suspensions. Not
Jesus, what did you do?
I angered the Oracle. I angered the Zucker gods, is what I did. So,
Oh, yeah.
and it was a lot. Okay, now a lot of them came when Facebook was being extremely politically sensitive. Now,
And Imogen happens to be a neo-Nazi.
depending on who you ask, I have been called that. It's not exactly I mean, it's confusing, but the kind of people who call anyone who disagrees with them a Nazi are typically the
Hey, I'm
ones who
just
are gonna-
kidding you, okay? Don't get all political on us.
yeah, come on, that's too political.
there was a period of time on Facebook
Putting
where
your political ideas on us, fascist. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
so there was a time on Facebook, as Brian's well aware, where if you said anything political that was not the approved view, you'd get hit with a ban. And I was in such a way, right? I challenged
And you
one
were
of the correct
way
ones.
over the line. That's the
I specifically challenged one of the correct ones who was having a meltdown online, a political meltdown online, and I asked, where are you getting this from? That's specifically what it was. There was this insane political ranting. I said, where are you getting this from? And this is someone where that was a point of contact. It is someone that I had coached and counseled and worked with one-on-one quite a bit. When he was going off the rails, he would reach out to me when he's in a downward spiral, like he's having severe mental health problems. And one of the red flags that he was in a bad way. And when I say in a bad way, I mean he would physically accost people in public because he was seeing political symbols that weren't there, right? Like mental health, severe mental health.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he was on a political rant, and I
and not only
challenged him.
that, but his fire detectors had government cameras in them.
The guy, he would get very weird. He would get really weird. He was in distress, is what it was.
Did
That's
you
usually
set up
when
burner? Did you
when I
set
start
up burner
losing my
accounts?
mind,
Did
I'm
you have
like-
burner accounts so you weren't SOL?
Oh, I definitely.
I
had-
do on Twitter too. I did on Twitter too. So I did, I mean, that's how I was, like, I mean, look, after I got, banned for like a week, right? I was just, using my other account. Yeah, no, wait,
Amateur.
I'm a week for something that was not
yeah.
that bad. It wasn't bad though. I got banned for a
Baby
week. Right?
Gabriel.
I know, he's such a toddler.
Right.
Week.
It was
Holy fuck.
it was my birthday week, so
Remember
I couldn't
that?
tweet on my main account on my freaking birthday, and I was like, oh really, man, on my freaking birthday week, it has to happen now, and I was like, I was trying to
that
say,
happened to me 2 times.
Re-
And again, it was just like some stupid. The bots just like making stuff up.
yeah, it's like, man, I was about to say like I can't get a happy birthday from fucking Reed Timmer now from Joey only, and I was like, I had to post on my other freaking page that had like 100 followers, and I was like, oh, I got only like 2 happy birthdays on there. I was like,
oh
oh,
boy.
fuck you, Twitter. Fuck you, Twitter. Really? Are you kidding me, man? You banned me on my birthday, bro. Come on. Could I please coaches challenger? Like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Could I
No,
could I
there is
not
no
challenge
coach's challenge.
could I not challenge the freaking comment that I put? Like it wasn't too
No,
bad.
man, you are worse than Donald Trump. You're right up there at least.
Gabriel's
Brennan, how
evil.
have you been strangely silent about Facebook jail?
Facebook, I've never been, so I don't know.
There's a
You're
shock.
You're politically correct. You work on a radio
Freaking virgin.
I don't use Facebook, so if I went on Facebook jail, I
And
wouldn't
it's a
care, to
good
be
boy.
honest.
He doesn't get in trouble. He's a good
Are
boy.
you out for a week? You have a week suspension right now?
Yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, it's only a week, so it's not bad.
No, and I've had a slew of 1 months, so When it's just a week, I'm like, okay.
Well, you know what, how one of
It's
mine
bad.
happened? I put a picture of a keyboard that had been, well, it looked like it had been jizzed on. And it was actually in the weather group. They were predicting an Arctic outbreak okay, in Portland. And so like, you know, I put a picture of a keyboard being jizzed on because that's what the weather nuts do down here when the, you know, the Arctic air comes. And yeah, I got 30 days for that. It
Damn.
wasn't even nudity, man. It could have been
I
milk.
thought you said that pictures don't get banned. They're like, they want no pictures.
No, they get banned. They totally do.
Oh, yeah,
they have
actual
a
like
Text
visual.
gets faster.
Visuals
But
get
that's
banned, right? Like,
when Facebook first started, you could get away with nudity. And nowadays, if it's even like remotely, even if it has a double meaning, they'll flag it. But as far
Oh, yeah,
as
I know, right?
That's
Yeah.
why Imogen and I decided that I'm going to start an OnlyFans just in case
Joey
Like,
OnlyFans.
just in case my wang ever falls out
Yep.
on camera.
I know, I know.
When Joey has a zip slip.
Joey
That's when it's,
OnlyFans.
that's the content for the OnlyFans page.
Joey OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So-
What a nice name. Joey OnlyFans.
If you're concerned about losing your page, now it sounds weird to say concerned about losing a social media page, but the content of mine was about 13 years old and had around 15,000 images, a lot of which I cannot get back. And I had a lot of hidden photo albums. So not stuff for the public. My page was very public, but there was a lot of family stuff and stuff that was only intended for very small audiences, or like for a specific friend or something. So 15,000 images, not all dirty memes, but 15,000 images,
Just 3/4 of them.
conversations with people who are now deceased that I do not have access to. So that's like, so to
Oh,
say,
wow. That kind of sucks. Now that sucks. You see, that
so to
sucks.
say, if you're concerned about losing a social media page and dismiss it as, oh, it's just social media, it sucks. Think about what's actually in there and what the value is of losing that. Now, the reason that I had my page as long as I did was because I actually owed Facebook money from an ad campaign I ran more than 10 years ago. I used a prepaid credit card. I had put in the parameters of the ad campaign to only run for a very short time. It was supposed to end, but Facebook auto renewed and tried to auto bill the prepaid credit card. So for more than 10 years, I had an outstanding bill with Facebook of like $8. That's why they never canceled my page. Within 60 days of that being paid off, I paid it off because I wanted to be able to run ads for Venerate supplements and whatever other projects I get involved in, but specifically for the subs. It's got its own Facebook page. I want to be able to run ads. I have to zero that account. Once I zeroed it, all of a sudden, every innocuous thing I posted was flagged. And within 60 days of that being paid off, my page got canceled entirely. So they had reason to cancel me 5 years ago, 9 years ago, whatever, but they didn't because I owed them money. So set up an ad campaign, run a couple ads, keep like a $5 owing balance, and they will never cancel your page. You will have access to that data as long as you want. Set up your burner account, but you can keep all of your old content or download at your own, whenever you want, on your own time.
Great,
Pro tip,
great
man.
jail
No, I
tip.
mean, I mean, like, you know, I have a, you know, Instagram, right? And I have, you know, I've had that for about almost actually 5 or so years now, right? And I have a lot of nice, cool rap, you know, like probably around
Lot of
200
content.
rap, probably around, you know, like 250 raps on there. I'd have a lot of
Social
weather, you know,
media,
videos.
social media and these digital platforms has really become our new photo albums. We do not
No,
have
I mean, yeah, like I
print
have all like my,
media
you
anymore.
know,
We do
like
not print photos
memories
like
in
we
there.
used to.
Yeah.
So these are our photo albums. So if you want to keep all those photos of your friends, of your friends' kids that they sent you online, this is where it exists, either printed or preserve the albums in some way. So to preserve the album, if you owe the platform a couple bucks, they're not going to cancel you. They want that loose change. And if it only costs you like $5 of a bill to Facebook or Instagram or whatever to keep access to all those digital albums, yeah, $5 for that much photo printing or photo content, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So what
it's
you're
like-
saying is
that.
that Mark Zuckerberg's a cunt. Is that what you're
Oh, yeah.
saying?
Oh, he's a piece of shit. The dude sucks out loud.
Well, yeah, and so was Elon Musk, you know.
Well, that's the meteorological report. I haven't eaten yet, and of course I got editing to do. And so very nice talking to you, Lee, Aaron, and Chuck D, the weatherman, and Gabriel Hauk, who, and Brian Bailey and Brandon.
And,
I've never been to Facebook
Joey
jail
Smith.
once.
Joey
Never
Smith.
even been in a drunk tank. Brandon Hauk.
Brandon's
And
a good boy.
Reader-
Brandon's always a good boy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say
Brandon
goodbye.
Barado.
And
All right.
so because it's gonna take 20 minutes for the fucking thing to download, and it's gonna be a while before I can even start making a show. But,
Alrighty.
thank you guys, that was a lot of fun. And if anybody's still
was.
watching on the live stream, please subscribe, tell a friend, and we'll see you.
Anyone's still watching, please explain why. I don't get it.
Yeah, I
Good,
know.
we're off
YouTube video,
air.
like the one person watching us in the freaking chat.
And it's
And
you,
the-
Gabriel. We can see it in the background on your TV. You're the
Actually-
one guy watching.
Could you? I would one day.
My
I'm just gonna
God.
be like I'm just gonna be like the only like person watching, and like, and then you know, you guys are gonna think it's like someone else, but I'm gonna secretly have it in the back here to make
Like
you
you
guys
do
think
now?
that there's actually somebody that cares about you, but it's me.
Oh golly, you just get us all, wouldn't you? Yes. What a prank, Brandon.
Could you imagine?
Brandon, Gabriel.
I
what
could
a
have said that in the
prank.
show, man.
You suck.
I could have said that in the
Yeah.
show, man. I don't want to say it in
Save
the
that
show,
one
man.
for next week, man. That's good.
Okay. Yeah, I am a saving it.
Make
Yeah,
sure
right.
it's make sure it sounds spontaneous and just totally like off the
Yeah.
cuff.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
so none of
yeah,
us is
yeah,
gonna
you
get
know,
burned
like,
by that one. next
nobody-
week.
No, yeah, you know, like nobody ever heard this joke, so don't act like you heard it, okay? You guys gotta laugh when you hear the joke, even if you don't think it's funny.
Part of the acting is selling it, right? So okay, I'm gonna go and try to do
Okay.
something.
Yeah,
cheers,
okay,
guys.
I'll
Thank
see you later.
Ciao.
Yeah, sounds good, everybody. Enjoy Facebook.
Or don't. Whatever. It's Facebook. Why bother? This is my view of it. All right, how the hell do I get out of here? Why is my screen not letting me go? Ooh, okay. Bye.